Sean Beltran, Dave Urich back from Beet Digger Stadium. And the Beet Diggers lead by a score of 14-0 over Bishop Machebeuf. Brush has the football, 3rd and 6. With the ball at their own 29-yard line. Weiser and Morrow are in the backfield. Garcia's going to pitch it right to Morrow. Running room to the 30-yard line. He's got a first down at the 35, still on his feet, and knocked out of bounds at about the 40, maybe the 41. The Beet Diggers with a right play call, and it paid off. It's a gain of 12 for Tanner Morrow.
So a quick pitch to the right side of 58. They fake that handoff to the fullback up the middle. You know Machebeuf's going to have to bite on that because they're so worried about the ground game the fullbacks have been able to come up with. But on top of that, Machebeuf, again, they have their inside linebackers out of that 3-5. They're up there really close to the line of scrimmage, and they're blitzing people.
And like you said, when you have to take chances like that, you can get burned rather easily. 1st and 10 for the 41. Garcia to the handoff on the left side to Weiser across the 45, still on his feet, and he nearly broke a second tackle, upset at himself that he could not stay on his feet, but it's a first down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 14 for Connor Weiser.
You know, I concentrated on Ethan Brost again on that play. Let me tell you, he got out there so fast from that guard position. He was out there, he had position, and he had the linebacker sealed off for Weiser so fast that the Machebeuf linebacker on that side, he couldn't do anything. David Brown, there was no way he could make a play on Weiser.
The lone setback is Weiser. 2 receivers split each side. From the 45-yard line in motion to the right is Morrow, and flag is down. More than likely that's going against Brush for illegal procedure. And that's the first penalty of the game on either side. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Beet Diggers. Northeastern Colorado's hometown savings and loan with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan is Equitable Savings and Loan. Olathe leads Bennett 14-0 in the second. Bayfield and Colorado Springs Christian are scoreless. Going into the second quarter, the winner of that game plays the winner of this game. 1st and 15 from midfield. The Beet Diggers up 14-0. Lone setback is Seawald. Handoff to Morrow on the end around, and he's got nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage. That was read perfectly by Bishop Machebeuf. The tackle was made by Terrence Caruth, the 6'3", 170-pound defensive end. It'll be 2nd down and 15.
Just that fly offense sort of look where Brush faked the handoff to the fullback and then tried to outrun him to the outside. Morrow's the right guy for the job, but the outside linebacker for Machebeuf, he just was able to get enough penetration to cut Morrow off at the pass.
2nd and 15 for the Beet Diggers, just shy of the 50-yard line. Vince Albo's the receiver to the left. It's actually 2 to the left and 2 to the right. The lone setback is Seawald. Rosenbrock in motion to the right. Garcia's going to roll to his right. Wants to throw off his back foot. Pass is tipped and complete. Intended for Rosenbrock underneath it around the 45. And the coverage on the play by Jake Meyer. 3rd and 15 for Brush.
Had it been completed, it would have only been about a 4 or 5 yard gain. It probably wouldn't have got Brush back to the original line of scrimmage.
Colorado State and BYU playing right now from Fort Collins on 94.5 The Ranch. You can tune into that game. Once again, CSU and BYU, 94.5 The Ranch. 3rd and 15 from the 50. 2 receivers split each side. The lone setback is Seawald. Garcia back to throw. 5-step drop. Rolling to his right. Still rolling. Running out of room. Throwing along the sideline. Pass is caught to C.J. Kukas. A first down inside the 35 to the 32. But we do have a penalty flag at the 47-yard line. Is that going to nullify an 18-yard completion? It will. Ineligible man downfield against the Beet Diggers.
Well, that makes it tough. Kukas did a good job on that play. He was heading to the receiver, Trevor Blake, and Kukas were both heading downfield here on the near side in front of the Digger bench. And as soon as Kukas saw that Garcia was having to roll out, he came back to the ball. He was wide open for quite a while, and Garcia threw that strike.
He's going to have to throw another one now. It's 3rd and 20 from the 45-yard line. Garcia's in a shotgun. 2 receivers split each side. Garcia with the football, and he's going to take off on the quarterback draw. He doesn't have much. Tries to break out of a tackle, and he's down right there at the 50, a pickup of 5. Grabbed around the ankles by Jake Meyer. 4th and 15. The Beat Diggers will punt for the first time in the game.
That was a good play. Garcia took off down the field, and he's got so much speed and elusiveness, but he stopped. He kind of hesitated, hoping he could get the Machebeuf kid to play his card first. The Machebeuf kid he stayed down in his good stance, and as soon as Garcia made that cut to the left, he made a nice tackle.
Rob Nett and Brian Smith back to receive Kukas at his own 36, and he gets it off. Boy, this is off the side of his foot, it looks like, and it's inside the 26-yard line and out of bounds right there. Kukas has had an excellent season punting the football, but that was one of his worst punts, only a 24-yarder. Nonetheless, it's not great field position, but not terrible either for Bishop Machebeuf, trailing the Beat Diggers 14-0 with 9:15 to go in the second.
And with all those running attempts that Machebeuf's had, and they've only been able to come up with 11 yards rushing, their best success has been in the air. First quarter, they picked up 17 yards in the air. So, they're looking at having to throw the football, but now they're going to have to do it against the wind.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun for Kevin Murphy from the 26-yard line. Man in motion to the left. And there's the give on the right side to David Brown. Swings it to the outside. A big seam across the 30 to the 35, up the right sideline. And he's run out of bounds by C.J. Kukas. However, a flag is down at the 33. Was somebody holding?
Maybe a block in the back out there. I'll tell you what, Brown showed some speed there, didn't he?
Oh,
once he got out to the corner, he ran away from all the Diggers.
It was a hold against Bishop Machebeuf, and it was downfield. So that's not going to set up a 1st and 20. Well, that's just too bad because he gained all that yardage. But the Beat Diggers certainly will take it. If they mark it off from the 33, it's essentially a 7-yard gain and then a 10-yard penalty. Back at the 23, it'll be 1st and 13.
Brown's their man. He's got the last 3 carries have been for 5 and 1 and 7 yards.
Murphy again in a shotgun, man in motion to the left. There's the give on the left side, and swinging it back towards the middle is David Brown, and he's held up and thrown down by C.J. Kukas. And cleaning that up was Trevor Blake. Gain of 2, maybe 3 to the 26. We'll call it officially a 2nd down and 10.
Boy, he had a nifty move on that play, though, because it looked like he was going to run in between the tackle and the tight end on the near side. And he ran up there and stopped. And once he got the Diggers to bite on that and got our defensive end, Connor Weiser, to crash down, then he bounced it to the outside. And luckily, Kukas did a good job there coming in from his corner position to make the tackle. 2nd
down and 10 for the 26-yard line. Murphy looking to his right. He'll throw. That pass is going to be complete at the 35-yard line. Close to a 1st down is Casey Kipp. Before the play was made along that far sideline and getting up slowly. That might be Eric Garcia. Nope. That's Tanner Morrow. Gain of 10. They're going to have to measure. If it's a 1st down, he barely got it. And if it's not, it's going to be 3rd and inches. With 8:05 to go in the second quarter, Brush leads Bishop Machebeuf 14-0. CNC Auto Parts at 1305 Edison Street in Brush is your local Napa Auto Parts store, CNC Auto Parts. It is a 1st down for Bishop Machebeuf.
Kip's 6'6", 200 pounds, and that's a pretty big target out there. Our corners could jump around all they want, and they're going to have a hard time knocking the ball down.
1st and 10 for the Buffaloes at their own 36-yard line. Murphy once again in a shotgun awaiting the snap. There was movement. I saw a flinch by a Beat Digger. And I think it was thrown against Brush. It is. That's offsides against the Beat Diggers.
It was Hefner over here on this side. And, he's so aggressive up there on that line of scrimmage. He loves to be in on every single tackle. And Machebeuf went on a long count that time, and he didn't just flinch. He kind of leaned forward for about another yard, and that's what cost him.
1st and 5 for Bishop Machebeuf at their own 41-yard line, trailing 14-0. Shotgun handoff to Brown, running right side, and he's grabbed around an ankle, and it's a 1-yard gain, and that's it as Kyle Hefner made the tackle. It's a gain of 1, 2nd down and 4 for Bishop Machebeuf.
That was down around the ankle, too, because Hefner hit him about 2 yards deep in the backfield on the far side, so he covered a lot of ground to make that tackle.
Second down and 4 for the Buffaloes at their own 42-yard line. Two receivers split out to the left. Again, a shotgun for Kevin Murphy, the Bishop Machebeuf quarterback. Play action throw over the middle is going to be intercepted by Garcia at the 46-yard line, along the left sideline to the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 38. Casey Kipp was actually open over the middle, but it was overthrown, and Garcia, playing center field, picked it off. And the Bee Diggers are once again in Buffalo's territory.
You know, Brush is just loving that whenever they have to start making a team like Machebeuf, who likes to run the football, force them to start throwing it. You know, they get to stand back there and play center field like that and make big plays.